Thank you so much for coming to this interview, taking your time out of the day to help me get this done for my Spanish class.
No problem.
So, to start off for this interview, can you please state your name to the audience?
My name is Gabriel Alejandro Madrid.
Ah, I see. Okay. So, I'm gonna ask you a series of questions, and you just answer freely, okay?
Okay.
Charlie, get down! How long have you been speaking Spanish?
I have been speaking Spanish since I was a little kid. It was my first language.
Ah, I see. Okay, for the second question, have you ever been back to your family's origin? If not, would you like to?
I have been. I've been to Honduras in Central America when I was before my senior year.
Oh yes, did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did. But it was dangerous.
Dangerous?
Very dangerous, yeah.
America or Honduras?
Honduras was dangerous.
No, I'm saying which one do you prefer?
Oh, I prefer America, of course.
Yeah, you're right. Alright. So, for the third question, do you think there's a different dialect of Spanish in which that you speak?
Yes, there's multiple dialects of different Spanish. The Honduran Spanish is from Spain, so it's the most like well-spoken, I guess you can say, or the most fluent way of speaking Spanish.
I see. So, how do you feel with speaking Spanish? Do you feel comfortable with that?
Yes, I do. It's my first language.
I see. And was it hard coming over here and learning English?
Well, I was born in Houston, but just learning English was difficult. Like till this day, I still have problems pronouncing words, writing, spelling, stuff like that. But I've gotten way better since I started.
Okay. For the next question, what language do you speak to your family? Mix of Spanish and English, or just one of the other?
Just Spanish. My parents prefer just speaking Spanish to them, so I do.
Okay, interesting. See, at my house, we prefer to speak Vietnamese. Do you prefer to be called Latino or Hispanic? Does it matter to you?
I prefer Latino because I think it's a broader term, and Hispanic is just like a Hispanic person, but Latino is like the whole culture of Spanish people. So I like Latin.
I see. So, for the next question, do you think that being bilingual is an advantage? Why or why not?
Yes, being bilingual is an advantage because I'm able to communicate with two types of people, which is not just like Americans or people that speak Spanish, but also like a different variety. Like there's always be different. There'll be more.
I see. Do you ever get uncomfortable speaking Spanish in public?
I do not. It's my first language, and I will never be afraid to speak it.
Okay, I see. And for the last question, if and when you do, would you like to teach your kids Spanish? Example, would you want to be their teacher of Spanish, or would you want them to learn Spanish in school?
I would like to teach them myself in Spanish. I want to teach them Spanish and English at the same time when they're growing up.
See, but coming to that, are you going to teach them everything in Spanish that's like grammatically correct, or just speaking?
I think I'm just gonna go with speaking. Maybe if I'm more ambitious, I'll go into like the grammar and stuff with Spanish. But for sure, like when it comes to English, still know all like the grammar and stuff. But when it comes to Spanish, probably a little bit less than English.
Just speaking?
Yeah, speaking it and being able to understand it.
I see. Well, thank you so much for taking your time out of the day for coming over here and helping me out. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem, man. Anytime.
And thank you so much for the people here helping me out, recording and stuff. Shannon Record, as you can see, Markel Wheeler right there too, and my puppies right there. Thank you so much for joining us with us today. We are out.